Hey, welcome to my channel. Week 12 is done, so after week 12, usually I have top five NFL teams after the week. Um, Starting off, based on last week and the week prior, I think I missed last week, but in any case, there's been some changes, considerable changes, uh, from last week and even 2 weeks ago, basically. So one of them is basically this. You have the Rams, which is I think I've always had the Rams for the past 4 weeks now as number one. I still think they're the team to beat right now because more so to the point where like based on everything when they're on and they're hot, I think they're pretty much going to be very hard to beat at this point. And quite honestly, between the Eagles and the Rams, right now as at this moment, I think the Rams definitely beat the Eagles because for whatever reason, the Eagles are having some serious issues internally, and basically not a case of coaching. I think it's internal issues going on at this point within the team. But the Rams, let's not forget, last year they were just a touchdown away from going to the Super Bowl against the Eagles. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Basically, like it's essentially they're one touchdown away from beating the Eagles and going into the Super Bowl. So from that, it shows like how dangerous the Rams were back then and how good they are this year as well too. Specifically, with the fact that the matter is that I don't see any other team beating them right now except maybe for Philadelphia if they can correct their ship. Basically, you could say the Green Bay Packers, but I doubt that. Um, I will admit now, Coach Vrabel, Mustachio Vrabel, basically has resurrected the team. And Kraft must be really happy at this point. And Belichick, to a point, is okay. He's my protege practically. Every other team, every other coach that came in after Belichick shows that didn't do good. Drake Mayo is becoming the guy that is gonna. I don't want to say he's gonna become a Tom Brady. Let's see how 2 to 3 years come from. Let 2 to 3 years surpass and let's see where he's at. But reality is right now, he seems like the guy that can help him out. And let's be honest. If not for Diggs being on that team, I don't think the Mayo become is where he's at right now, as well as the Patriots right now, honestly, because Diggs has changed the trajectory of this team. Um, but I don't know. That's my personal take on that. I was hesitant to put them on here, but based on for the past couple of weeks, I think they might be legitimate contenders now. They might be legitimate contenders. Do I think that the Broncos will be the ones to beat out the Patriots? It's hard to say, or for that matter, the Chiefs, if the Chiefs become hot again. But reality is I think the Broncos and what Sean Payton is doing with the Broncos, Bo Nix, I mean, honestly, if if they had a superstar quarterback, I don't think Nix is there yet, but he's definitely a good game manager. Let's be honest, he's a good game manager. What Sean Payton has done is mad impressive, and I wish the Giants had gone and taken Sean Payton instead of getting Dable back then. But I mean, it is what it is. Um, and then this is a surprise, I think for everyone, even for me myself as well too. Based on what they did, for Week 12, I think this is a team to beat. Their defense is like on fire now, and it's to a point where I think once um, once everything starts gelling, they'll be a very dangerous team in the playoffs as well too. Quite honestly, I think they're going to be a dangerous team, and I don't think anyone wants to go and play them at this point. Quite honestly, because the Texans are quite honestly, it's surprising how. I mean, I'm surprised how like what's going on right now. To be quite honest, but I mean, time will tell. But I think this. I don't think this is the Texans' year. They'll go far in the playoffs, but they'll definitely make the playoffs. They'll definitely make the playoffs, but I don't think they'll go far. And number five is, I think this one you're gonna argue is like, hey, what about the Detroit Lions? But reality is like let's be honest. Look at the Detroit Lions. They nearly lost to the Giants. If the Giants' defense had held up, I think Detroit loses that game. So they got pretty lucky. And the fact of the matter is like Detroit lost to Philadelphia. So I don't think they're at that stage right now. And the fact is like what um, Shannon is doing for the 49ers with all the injuries that he has, that's mad impressive. I think this is a team that's very dangerous as well too, quite honestly. They are very, very dangerous. And I Cameron, I mean, honestly, is like everyone's like says like, oh, like they, you know, Mac Jones. I mean, sorry, not Mac Jones, not Cameron, Mac Jones. I mean, quite honestly, if the fact of the matter is when he was with the Patriots, I mean, everyone's like, okay, maybe it was the wrong move, but reality is like he's looking like it could be a case of the system itself as well too. Let's be honest, Shannon's system is pretty much a plug and play type of quarterback because we've seen what happened. I mean, if you take Purdy out of the 49ers and put him to another team, I don't think he does that well. So I think that's the same thing with Mac Jones. Basically, I think it'd be interesting if they had Sam Darnold on this team. If they had Sam Darnold on the 49ers as their starting quarterback, I think it changes the 49ers completely at this point. I think they become more dominant at that point but the problem is when Darnold goes in the playoffs, he's not going to be that great. You're going to say, like, what about the Indianapolis Colts? Well, it showed basically against the Chiefs. You saw basically all you have to do is stuff Taylor. Basically, if you just stuff Jonathan the Taylor, they're not going to go that far. Now Jones is becoming a good game manager now. He's becoming a good game manager, but he's not your superstar quarterback. He's gonna fold. We're gonna see him fold in the playoffs. Let's be honest. He'll probably get one past one game, but then he's gonna fold when the defense comes scrambling and blitzing on him at that point. And then you're gonna say, what about the Eagles? I would have said the Eagles over the 49ers, honestly, but the problem is like they're their own worst enemy, and I don't know what as of right now where they're at right now. I don't think this is a team that's a Super Bowl bound team. I don't. This is a team that could definitely be easily defeated. I mean, the Giants beat them. The Cowboys came back and beat them. I don't think the Cowboys are deserve to be on this list just yet. I mean, they're starting to click now. Now they're starting to click, so they can become very dangerous if they can make the playoffs. But I think the 49ers right now are the most hot team out there, that the most better. If the 49ers were to go against the Eagles right now, I think the 49ers win. If the 49ers were going to go against the Cowboys, I think they win. If the 49ers go against the Lions and or the Lions as well as the Packers, I think the 49ers win all four of those games if they were to play these teams as of right now. Next week it might be a whole different story, but in any case, I'll leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree or disagree with my top five? With that, I'll leave it at that. You're welcome to leave a comment in the comment section, and I do read them all when I and respond to them when they warrant a response. But with that, I'll leave it at that. Unfiltered, unedited, of course, always unrehearsed. Until next time.